Hello, dear brothers. It's been a long time, or at least almost a month, I think now. We received our second son, and that was beautiful. And I took some time off from uploading the Bible studies. But today we start again, and we will start with Titus. It's the following book after 1 and 2 Timothy, and this is the letter to Titus. So let's just start and let's see what Paul has to say to Titus and has to say to us. Here it starts. Titus 1 verse 1. Paul, a servant of God and an apostle of Jesus Christ for the faith of God's elect and the knowledge of the truth that leads to godliness. With this verse, Paul opens his letter to Titus, communicating the capacity in which he is writing. As with the case of the two letters to Timothy, Paul is writing to an individual rather than an entire church. But the tone he sets here is a more official and prescriptive than the personal tone which he wrote to Timothy. By describing himself as a servant of God and an apostle of Jesus Christ, Paul reinforces that he is operating within the authority God provides. Underlining the letter contains significant and vital instructions. Also note that the order he is saying the words servant of God and apostle of Jesus Christ is important. First he's a servant, then he's the apostle. And second, the Greek term for servant that Paul used literally means a slave or a bondservant, meaning he was bound to follow God's commands, and he did so willingly. Thirdly, Paul also uses the term apostle from a Greek word meaning sent one, signifying he is a missionary of the good news concerning the Messiah, Jesus. He was serving for the faith of God's elect and their knowledge of the truth, which underscores his responsibility for the spiritual growth of Christians, which will ultimately transform believers to live righteously. Brothers, as believers, we are also part of God's elect. Paul is writing to reinforce our faith by helping us understand the truth revealed by God and captured in the Old Testament scriptures so that we may learn to live righteously. Just as all living organisms must grow or they will die, we too must grow spiritually or risk slipping from the path of righteousness and dying a spiritual death, especially if we turn our back on it altogether. Let's start this study by asking God to help us focus our attention and reveal the implication for our lives as we study this relatively short letter and see where we need to grow. May God bless you all, and let's pray for each other that we, or especially me, that I find the knowledge and the concentration again to pick up the studies, to upload them on YouTube, to make the videos, and that we all together get encouraged through the word and through each other. That's my prayer, and I definitely hope to see you tomorrow.